rolling.
All right. So we have been working with
Braidy.
And Braidy has a whole bunch of different symbols. Here, show your Braidy. It's beautiful. We have a nice bulletin board here that goes over all of the different symbols of Braidy. So I need you to help me go through each of the symbols. So the first one we have is this puff. What do we call that?
The character.
The character of the story. Are characters always people?
No, they can be dogs, they can be aliens.
Aliens.
Like in the commercial, Papagino.
Oh, I don't know that. Okay. Then we have, what symbol comes next?
The star, that's
The star, yep.
the setting where the story takes place.
Awesome, it's where the story takes place. Now, is it just the story took place at a desk, or are there other elements or pieces to the setting, like the senses?
There's pieces.
Okay. What senses might we talk about if we're referring to the
A
setting?
touch,
The touch, yep, you can look up here to help you. Touch,
smell, hear, taste,
taste, and
see.
see. Very good. So after you have your star, you have a shoe here. What's that for?
The kickoff. That is everything's going good, and then all of a sudden it ho, hum, and hectic.
Yes.
And
so, yeah.
I got up and do all the normal things, and when I was going to school, I saw a pack of dinosaurs.
Oh, perfect example. So the kickoff is when you're having a ho-hum day and then something happens. So in your story, you said you saw a pack of dinosaurs. Do you see a pack of dinosaurs every day?
No.
No. So that would be what kind of gets your story started, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then after looking at your Braidy, you have a little heart here, and that's for
the feeling.
the feelings. Very good.
Like disgusted.
Like disgusted. What other feelings might a character have?
Sad.
Sad.
Happy, sad, mad.
What's that one?
Surprised. Scared.
Scared.
Surprised.
Yep.
Disgusted.
Disgusted. Now, we talked about when we're describing
Symbols.
characters, we don't want to always say, he was happy. At the end, he was happy. That's boring. So what could we say when we're thinking of a word that has the same meaning but is a different word? What is that called?
Grossed out.
Oh, are you thinking of that for disgusted?
Yeah.
What's that word called? You just said it. Grossed out is a blank to disgusted.
It is a simile.
A simile. So if I said the character was happy, and I want to say happy but in a different way, what word could I use?
Joyful.
Joyful. Perfect. Okay. Then going down on the Braidy, we have over here
The hand.
the hand. The hand is for
plan.
the plan. Okay, so stop, think, make a plan. What do you want the character to do, or what does the character want? Okay. Then what do you have next on your Braidy?
The five things in the story.
The five. Good. We can say the 5 actions in the story.
5 actions in the story.
Now, does this mean because my Braidy has 5 beads, there's always 5 actions to
No.
every story that
No.
we read forever?
No, there might just be one. There might just be 2.
There might be 1 or 2. Might there be like 6?
Yeah.
Maybe. But this is just to help us when we're retelling the story, tell the big moments of the story. Oh, the character's on. That's okay. All right, and as we go through all of the actions, what do we have at the end?
The tie-up.
The tie-up. And
Mine is
what,
not a tie-up.
what does that mean?
It closes the story in the end.
It closes the story in the end. And why is there a little heart on our tie-up?
Maybe to make the other things, not just the main character, all the other characters in the story.
What about all the other characters?
And the feelings.
Yes, it's the feelings of all the other characters. Very good. Do you want to do a close-up of your Braidy so you can see? Be really proud because you worked so hard on it.
Hi, my name's Jeff.
Okay, go sit down.
Did you get that?
Here, why don't you sit here? So what we're going to do is read our story.
no.
That's okay.
Great. It's blended. Bye, Brady.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to read the Rainbow Fish to you. We're going to go read through it once and then use our Braidy and posters to help us retell the story. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was made in 995.
So you would say 1995.
95.
It won an award. It was an Abby winner.
What the?
American Booksellers Book of the Year. So
1995.
Good job.
Lord.
Okay. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. Come on, Rainbow Fish, they would call. Come and play with us. But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. Rainbow Fish, he called, wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many. You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are? Cried the Rainbow Fish. Get away from me. Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset he told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me? I can't answer that for you, said the starfish. But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you. Okay? The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly 2 eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. I've been waiting for you, said the octopus with a deep voice. The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy. I can't, the Rainbow Fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never. How could I ever be happy without them? Suddenly he felt the light touch of a fin, and the little blue fish was back. Rainbow Fish, please, don't be angry. I just want one little scale. Rainbow Fish wavered. Only one very small shimmering scale, he thought. Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the Rainbow Fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much, the little fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the Rainbow Fish. For a long time he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the Rainbow Fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The Rainbow Fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home with the other fish. Finally, the Rainbow Fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possession had been given away, yet he was very happy. Come on, Rainbow Fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the Rainbow Fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. So, did the fish stay the same throughout the whole story? No, how did he change?
By giving his scales away.
Okay, he gave his scales away, but how did he change kind of as a fish? How would you describe him in the beginning?
Like, he's selfish.
Oh, maybe selfish, yeah. How did he feel about friends? He didn't really have any, so might he feel, what's that word, if you're kind of by yourself and lonely? Yeah. I like how you said lonely, you didn't just say sad, right? Lonely is a good juicy word. And how did he change towards the end of the story?
He had friends.
Okay, he had friends, and how did he feel?
Good.
Good. What's another word you could say?
Glad.
Glad? Sure, glad or happy. Awesome. Now, do you feel like you can use my Braidy if you want?
No.
We're going to
I'm
go
not
through.
Look at anything.
You don't want to look at it?
No.
Okay.
Especially this.
Oh, you're going to cover it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. You ready? So I'll keep this here, and if you want to hold it to maybe help you, you could do that. Otherwise, it'll just stay right here. Okay? Okay. I'm going to keep it here. Okay. And I'll keep the book over here. All right, so start up at the top. Who is the character?
The rainbow fish,
Mm-hmm.
the little blue fish, and the octopus, and the star.
Good. Who would you say is the main character?
Rainbow fish.
The rainbow fish. How would you describe the rainbow fish?
He has all the colors of purple, blue, and green.
Great. Anything else you would use to describe him?
He's beautiful.
He's beautiful. Okay. So next we have the star. The star is for
The setting.
the setting.
In the ocean.
In the ocean. That's kind of easy, right? Any specific places in the ocean do they travel to?
The coral.
The coral reef. Yep. And where did the rainbow fish go to get some advice?
Beyond the coral reef. In the cave.
Who lived in that cave?
The octopus.
The octopus. Very good. Then we have the shoe. What's the shoe part?
The kickoff.
The kickoff.
The
So the fish was having kind of a normal day, and then something happened. Back in the beginning of the book. Let's see.
the little blue fish asked for one of his scales.
Awesome job. The little blue fish asked for one of his scales. How was he feeling at that time? The rainbow fish.
A little bit. The blue fish felt sad
Blue fish did feel sad, yeah?
and maybe mad with the rainbow fish.
Yeah. How do you think the rainbow fish felt?
Surprised? No.
How would you feel if somebody was like, well, can I have this? Can I have it? Or can I have it?
A little bit.
It may not be a word on that paper. So you think about it.
Like surprised.
Okay. Can I have it? Or can I have it? No, can I have it? Can I have it?
Needy.
Needy or maybe annoyed?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe the rainbow fish felt a little annoyed?
Yeah.
Maybe. And so what did the little fish go ahead and do? The little blue fish swam off, and what did he do?
He told all his friends.
That's right, he told all the friends. Now, how did the rainbow fish feel?
Sad because he had no friends.
Sad because he had no friends, so he had to stop and make
A plan
a plan.
for the start.
So he started talking to the starfish. So we come down here to our beads.
He went to this. He went to the starfish.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the starfish
Yeah.
and he told them and the starfish told him to go to the octopus.
Okay, so then you go on the second one.
And then the octopus Then the octopus told him, "You have to give each and every one of your scales to all the fishes." And then he said to himself, "Give one of my scales away? Absolutely not." And then he felt a little fin touch his fin, and then the little blue fish was back.
Yep.
Then the little blue fish said, "Can I just have, please, one of your scales? Don't be mad at me." And then the rainbow fish gave one of his scales, and then the blue fish was bubbling with excitement.
Oh, okay.
And then,
So after, then the fourth one here. So after he gives it to the little blue fish and he's bubbling with excitement, what happens?
And then the blue fish tells all his friends. No, the blue fish swims around, but it's not too long. And then the rainbow fish has to give everybody else a scale. And then whenever he gives someone else a scale, he feels more happy.
Yes. Very good. What's up? What's last?
Tie up.
The tie-up. What happens?
The closing sentence of the story.
The conclusion.
And the conclusion, and then the heart is the feelings of like the other characters.
Okay, so how did the story end? How did
The-
this
the-
story end?
The blue fish had lots of friends, and he said, and the blue fish said, "Why don't you come play with us?"
Oh, so how do you think the rainbow fish is feeling now compared to how he felt before?
Happy.
He's feeling happy, yeah. Does he still, when we talked about his first types of feelings, we said he was sad and lonely. Do you think he's that way now?
No.
Oh, awesome job. High five.
You
Good
didn't
learning.
give a banana.
Oh, I'll put one up on the board. Great. Good work. So tomorrow we're going to do the same thing using Braidy with the book we read earlier.
Like,
Okay?
yeah.
Awesome job. Good work. Thank you.